What's going on, people? I'm not going to be on this video too long, and this might be the video that get my channel taken down. My main channel, Fearless 2005. I already have 2 strikes. Just any day, I'm waiting for YouTube to just find a video, an old video, to gig me on, just to get this channel off of YouTube. So if this channel is gone, I invite you to follow me on Twitter at FearlessJ1111 or FearlessJ2008. Follow me on Twitter, or you can also follow me on Instagram. I am FearlessJ1111 Talk. So follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, if this channel happens to get taken down. Now, I'm not going to be on this too long because I'm sure everybody saw the video. Everybody saw the cop shoot this guy, and immediately now they're protesting. Black Lives Matter is now taking more donations for themselves so they can buy another home for themselves. Nothing's going to the black community, right? But what I find quite interesting is the same people that were fighting this girl are now protesting. There was a dude in the video, and I'm sure most of y'all saw it. There was a dude in the video that the 2 girls were fighting. The one girl fell. This dude came and kicked her in her head right in front of the police. Right in front of the police, he kicked this girl right in the head, and nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about, now, you guys are always saying like men should never put their hands on a woman, but this dude in front of the cops kicked this female in her head while she was down. And when the cop drew, then he gonna put his hands up over his head and then say, she was a little girl, why would you kill her? Well, you were just kicking that girl in her head. The other girl she was fighting, you kicked her in her head. But nobody's saying nothing, and I'm wondering if this dude was arrested. He should be arrested. That's assault right on video camera, but nobody's talking about that dude. Now, in my humble opinion, this shooting was justified. It was a righteous shooting. He saved a life. This cop is a hero. The female that's in the pink, she should be extra grateful for that cop being there in the time that he was. And with all the confusion that was going on in that scene, he thought pretty quick. I thought the man thought rather quick on his feet because there was just so much confusion going on. And it's funny that when you find blacks get shot, the mother always now come up, that was my baby, they were going to college, they're wearing angel wings, and all this other nonsense. When clearly we can see that this girl was quite violent. Now, I'm not sure, they say she was the one that called the police. But in this video, this girl got a knife. And the girl that's wearing the pink should be thankful that the cop saved her life. He saved a black life. Now, you say Black Lives Matter. None of the adults that were standing around tried to stop this from happening. Nobody took that knife, and I almost guarantee you somebody knew this girl had a knife in her hand. Now, look at this right here. Look at that image right there. That's a pretty big knife. And in this image right there, she was going for her head, man. She was going for her neck. And the cop caught her right in time and took her down. He stopped the threat. That's what the cop did. He stopped the threat, and it has nothing to do with racism. And what I find quite interesting is, why is it that the media is always showing violence? They're always pushing this race agenda, getting people mad and upset at each other. Yes, there are white supremacists out there, individuals. But not every white person is a white supremacist, and not every black person is a thug or a criminal. But it's interesting, man, that CNN and all the mainstream media is not talking about the real news, but they're pushing this violence, man. And I just saw a thing on Fox News where they were showing that there was a much higher number of white people that's being gunned down by police than black people. Well, my question is, for those people that's always pushing that narrative that more whites get killed by police than blacks, where are the videos? Why does it seem like black people are the only ones that's recording black people getting killed by police? Where are all the videos? Where are the parents and the family members of all these white people that were killed by police? Where are the videos of these white people killed by police? See, so I just find it, and the interesting thing too is this is global. It's global. They know over in Russia, North Korea, China, they're talking about black Americans being gunned down in America. But yet you have these simple minds out there talking about more whites get killed than blacks. Where are the videos? Now, this was a righteous kill. He stopped the threat. If he didn't stop the threat, there's no telling what would have happened to that girl in the pink. And I'm wondering if that girl in the pink had any idea what was coming. I'm wondering if she saw that knife coming at her neck. See, so this was a righteous takedown, man. Right? Now, for all you out there now that's protesting, and it's crazy because black people have to find things to be angry about. You have to find things to protest about. You have to find things to try to set up GoFundMe pages and get the family paid and make money off it. And then here come Crump now, and he's making money, and I can't fault the brother. He's doing what he do. He's an attorney. And he's good at what he do. So he's getting paid. Black Lives Matter getting paid. They're trying to get the family paid for this cop protecting another black female. You can clearly see that this girl was armed, man. And I think that the public should be taught the use of deadly force. Because most of the people that's out there protesting don't understand the use of deadly force. They don't. If you understood the use of deadly force, maybe you would be much careful on choices and decisions that you make. Maybe you will be careful when you run up on somebody and tell them, you may not have a weapon, they may not see a weapon, but you run up on them and tell them, I'm going to kill you. In some states, maybe all states, right there is legal reasons to stop you, to take you down. If they can't see no threat and you coming at them saying, I'm going to kill you, right there is reason enough to take you down. Just a threat. If you got a knife, a stick, baseball bat, whatever, you got a weapon, depending on what state you're in, they can take you down. They can stop the threat because you're coming at them with a weapon. Or if you're in a situation where you see someone's life about to be taken and you're armed, you have a legal right to stop that threat, to save someone else's life. Now, everybody's protesting now, Black Lives Matter, they're going to start tearing up things. But I want to ask you a question. This is another incident that took place that made national news, but Black Lives Matter is nowhere in sight at all. This little cutie right here, 11-month-old that was gunned down, drive-by shooting, she was hit. She was just about to celebrate her 11-month or 1-year-old birthday, and she didn't make it because of gun violence in the hood. Now, say her name. Her name, to be exact, Dior Harris is her name. See, people were quick to say Khia Bryant's name, but say Dior Harris' name. Say her name. This is who you should be protesting about. Against black people that take the lives of other black people. Say her name. This little cutie right here looked just like my granddaughter. This girl looked just like my little granddaughter, man. And when I looked at that picture, man, you know, I felt something because she looks just like my little granddaughter. So say her name. Forget about Khia Bryant because she was armed, she was violent. And yeah, the girl is 15 years old, but she was a pretty big girl. She didn't look like no 15 years old. She really didn't look like she was 15 years old. She didn't. So if you're gonna say somebody's name, say this little cutie's name. And why isn't nobody protesting about this little thing right here? This little beautiful angel right here, she lost her life. She didn't make it to be 1 year of age. And her life was snuffed out of here. But yet y'all want to tear up businesses for someone that was committing an act, that was committing crimes. So you guys, you got to get your priorities straight. And apparently you're protesting and burning down buildings is not doing any good because black people are still being gunned down by police. And mainly because black people are out there committing crimes. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. That used to be Beretta. If you guys are old enough to remember Beretta on television, Beretta used to say that. But if you're not old enough to do the time, don't do the crime. And a lot of times that time could be death. Putting yourself in a position where you can lose your life. Putting yourself in a position where the police have no other choice or feel he have no other choice. And then here come you, well, you could have tased them, you could have did this, you could have did this. Well, you know what? Why don't you put on a uniform? You put on a uniform and you go out there and police your own community. You deal with your own people and let's see how you handle the situation. So if you're going to say somebody's name, Khia Bryant's name is not the name to say because this was a righteous kill. If you're going to say somebody's name, Dior Harris, say her name. And protest against black people that's taking the lives of other black people. So feedback, tell me what you think, subscribe, click on the Cash App, support this channel. It's tight, but it's right. And just in case this channel does not remain up, follow me on Twitter, FearlessJ1111 or FearlessJ2008, or follow me on Instagram. I am FearlessJ1111 Talk. Until next time, I'm fearless.